Alrighty then, so this is our 2021 tier list with me, Jacob, and Scrub, the Scrub.
Ow, my head.
And Corrupt. Wait, hold up, we gotta change the names. Hold on, we gotta.
Oh yeah, please.
Fuck, I forgot. We're calling this tier waffle shit. Let's get this underway. Alright, first starting off, Citron, A tier, boom.
Yeah.
Pretty reasonable,
yeah.
very good at getting to any range. He's pretty, you know, not bad at all. Frost Rose, S tier, because she is probably, no, she is not probably, she is the best Rose. She is the best Rose. Nec Rose would probably be a close second, but not too close, because if there's a scientist, then Jinx becomes useless, therefore she becomes a worse Reg Rose. Well, other than the ammo.
Did their Frost become useless with scientists as well?
No, because she still does a decent amount of damage with her splash.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Frost Rose and why I think she's better than every other Rose is that she is not really a Rose. She is a broken ass sniper. And seriously, she, like, any actual character that is considered a Rose, like, is not good. Druid Rose is not good. She is one of the most overrated Roses I've ever seen. More so than I would say Deck.
True.
So, yeah. Party Rose. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna have to put in D tier, not waffle shit.
Rose A.
Yeah, she's up here,
Yeah.
guys. She's an S.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the perfect spot. She has the dude. Her. All right, no. Unironically, we put her in SS tier because she has an epic gamer flashing lights coming out of her whenever she gets 5 kills, if she can even get them, and the party music is just worth it.
Okay.
I'm kidding. All right,
No,
we're just putting her in
Blair-
D.
Blair just a worse Reg Rose. I don't think anything else needs to be said.
It literally is. And then when you do get a freaking party time, you literally become a more noticeable Reg Rose with speed upgrade and like damage upgrade. That's literally
And then you
what
still do
music.
low DPS, even with
I still do mediocre DPS, yes. So she is bad. Alright, Nec Rose. Not as good as
I'd say A tier. Like, Jinx is still just insanely strong.
she is. It is incredibly strong, but any scientist that comes your way with the heal station will just be like, just make that encounter into like just a really shit encounter for her. Reg Corn.
A.
I would put him. Would I put him over Citron?
I think he's better than Nec Rose. He's definitely better than Nec Rose, actually.
Diana 2 kind of shows that. Let's put him over.
Decent DPS long range, insane DPS mid and close range. It's just...
Yeah, and let's go to a character that used to have a better DPS than him. But BBQ, yay! Such a mediocre character that literally takes 2 mags to take out anything that isn't an imp.
I've tried to play him. Like, normally I could even play some of the worst characters in the game, but I don't know what's up with that character. I literally cannot do anything with him. He doesn't do any
He's not
damage.
good
He's
at
a
all.
definition of fire dot. He's fire dot the character.
Yeah, he relies way too much on fire dot. He is very bad when it comes to just anything that isn't an imp. If you're not accurate and you're not firsting an imp, this guy is gonna definitely take like 2 mags, like most of your encounters, and it's one of the most painful things if you don't have a reload upgrade. Leveling up this guy is literally like one of the most like just annoying things in the world. I hate this character. Hate him. He's not good. Now let's go on to Mob Cop. Okay, so this guy has like the same DPS as BBQ, but I don't know. I feel like I can actually kill with this character. What do you guys think?
Pierces.
He doesn't get destroyed by scientists, so...
He doesn't. I almost want to put him like
I
below
think
average.
C.
I think C, yeah.
See.
Okay.
I feel like Popscorn is kind of... I like Popscorn purposely.
I think
Sorry.
there's some aspects with like Popscorn. Like I've seen like people get like there's like videos on YouTube of people getting hundreds with this character, and I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't think he in my opinion, he doesn't do really enough damage. He's pretty.
Put him next to Mobcom.
Yeah.
Also, he has He has a recoil when he's supposed to be the sniper version of Corn, kinda. But
Yeah, his bloom is really bad if you jump at any point, but that's a lot of corns. You're gonna see a recurring thing in this tier list, that many corns just do not fare well if it's not red corn or party corn. They're just all of them are mediocre, and if we take a quick gander towards the tier, like to the not the tier list, sorry, the
Yes.
DPS chart over here. Oh, why am I going to zombies? You can see here, like the stark contrast. So you can see like Corn up close. He does 80 DPS, basically the same exact thing with Party Corn. And then every other Corn is like Pops Corn 66, Mob Cob 61, BBQ like 80, like 58. Like these are very minuscule numbers. Commando Corn, another legendary. He just falls off compared to Party Corn. And he doesn't even get nowhere. He does the same DPS in his legendary mode as fucking Party Corn while he's not in his legendary mode. Like, Commando Corn is no way better than freaking Reg Corn or Party Corn. And that goes for the rest of the corns. So they're not good, especially BBQ. Oh my gosh, I fucking hate this character. He's not good. He's just annoying. That's them in a nutshell. So yeah, Party Corn, just a better version of Red Corn. Commando Corn, fine, average, boom. There you go. That's pretty much corns.
yeah, that's fair. It's legendary.
Alright, now let's actually talk about a class that isn't, just one better than the other. I mean, okay, there are ones better than the other, but they're all good. Reg P. I would put him in A. What about you guys?
A.
I would put him in A. He's very solid. He's kind of underrated, like 3-shot scientist without any damage upgrade. Very solid character. And here's Frozen
I hate
Citron.
this character so much.
This character's really fallen off. I don't really know where to put him
He
now.
used to be.
He
He used to be SS.
Yeah, he used to be SS, and then
He used to be broken because
You literally have to have
was...
an aimbot. You have to have an aimbot to be able to kill someone right now.
yeah,
With
Freeze
who?
time was ridiculous. Paired with
Frozen Citron.
paired with
Oh,
Ian
God.
Peach.
He's just not good, and I think the final nail in the coffin was the Citron nerf. Was just like everybody can't snipe. That just pounded him into the ground.
I still think he's decent since you can freeze and then Ian Peach. But outside of that used to be really annoying.
Yeah, you can still do combos with him, but he's not he doesn't get the job done. That's his biggest issue.
One thing I want to point out
Yes.
is that Frozen Citron is an amazing counter to SB.
He is, yes.
Oh yeah.
He is.
You EMP them, like let's say there's a TB, EMP them, and then you shoot them while they're stunned, you freeze them, and then they're stunned twice, and they're basically just dead.
Yeah.
Just ultimate shutdown character.
I don't think the guy deserves to be in D. He's nowhere as bad as say like BBQ
See,
or Party
maybe
Rose,
B. if you're
low
being
B. I would say
generous,
low.
but
I would no. B is
C.
too generous. I can't compare that guy to fucking Commando Corn. Let's look at that freaking DPS chart again. Like 57 DPS. That is so fucking awful, dude. He does less DPS than freaking E-Citron without no charges. Like that's so bad. He's such a bad character. And compare him to Reg Citron, he does nothing.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's like Armor Chomper, where he's more just a shutdowner, like a counter character. I'm just resort to playing him like that.
Yeah, he's very good for counterplays, but other than that... Alright, we're gonna go back to Peashooters. So, Fire P. I don't know about A. I probably low A or high B.
I'd say high B. I think A is
IB.
High B. I think Reg P is better than Fire P, but... Oh boy, here we go. So here's Ice P. Now, alright. This guy doesn't get enough credit, let's all be honest here. He doesn't get enough credit for what he is, because a lot of people are just lazy motherfuckers who love to splash Peashooter all the time, and whenever they play this guy, they're like, why can't I actually freeze them? It's because like the freeze doesn't do anything if you splash. And, I don't know if I want to put him over Fire P, but he can do some
Probably
nasty...
C.
He could do some nasty-ass combos. Ice upgrade, hit 3 directs, you get that dark beam bomb, dude, wipe SPs off the map. dude, so easy. He's literally better than fucking. He actually does decent DPS. He cleans like SBs off the map. He cleans everything off the map really well, no matter HP difference. Unless it's like a freaking mech, then you just P-Gatling it. Just really solid. I don't know about making him over.
No, I think either mid or low B. I think he's still worse than Fire P. His fire damage on a Peashooter. Two of the most broken things together.
But like his skill cap is so high though. Like think about that though. His skill cap is so high.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know. I'll put him right under Fire P for now. I want to do more testing with him because I do have a feeling that if used in the right hands, especially if you're on PC, hitting directs with this guy and getting freeze is just, oh my, it is amazing. It is satisfying. Just cleaning them with Dark Beam Bombs. Like, the Dark Beam Bomb is actually, like, a decent, a decent viable ability because of this guy. Not just a beam jumping, but it's just this guy in particular just makes it so good. Alright, now let's talk about our first overrated character. This is probably one of the most overrated motherfuckers ever. I hate how much people compare him to EP. No one should ever compare him to EP, ever. I'm putting him in C tier for that reason. I hate that character. He is not as good as EP. I don't care what anybody says. He literally does, like, EP's Dedo does 27 damage. This guy's direct does freaking, what? It does 25
24.
damage. No, it does, 25. You know, it's 25, 24. Dude, you can literally shoot around the enemy with EP and do the same exact damage, whereas this guy has to actually shoot and hit the guy directly. And by the way, EP's Dedo doesn't have damage drop-off, where this guy does, and he has to do, like, 16 damage from a distance. EP just does freaking 27, like, anywhere in the map. So, like, why do people compare him to that? And EP's direct is actually, like, it does 1+ more damage than this guy. So, like, why do people compare him? Like, I get it, maybe you get more shots from a further distance. He's probably more effective from distance, but if you have things like beam jumping, why would you compare him to this guy when, like, why would you snipe with EP? You beam jump with this guy to get in close and bunny hop people to death. So, no, you do not compare to EP. This guy is just not, he is C tier, he's overrated as shit. Alright, Commando P.
Commando P, B, or A. I love this character, personally. If you could trap people good, you could kill people pretty fast. 13 damage close range. Like, people underestimate this character, and I hate it, because you have to aim with it, and it's a Peashooter. It's like, oh no, why can't I shoot the ground? I think of Commando P as a less demanding agent P. Like, he's aim heavy, but you don't have to, like, constantly hit headshots.
Especially against All-Stars and freaking, what is it called? And like, All-Stars and SBs. Very solid character. He's not good at distance, but again, you can beam jump, so this guy doesn't suffer too much compared to, you know, any other Peashooter. Unless you're like the subreddit who believes that fucking this character should be like an S tier for some fucking reason. Anyway, sorry, just so salty about this character. I hate when people put him so high. I really do. Alright, now let's actually talk about a really freaking broken character here. Agent P. S, agree?
Yeah.
If you hit headshots.
Well, okay, think about it like this. Even if you're not hitting headshots and you're like, you know, you're starting off with this character, you gotta remember that this guy doing freaking body shot does the same damage as, say, a splash Peashooter, which is most of what people do with Reg P anyways. But the difference is that you're doing more DPS than, say, you know, bunny hopping with this guy and missing your shots, compared to this guy hitting like your like body shots, because this guy has a faster fire rate than every other Peashooter.
He does 16 damage rather than 10, and fires like almost twice as fast.
With damage upgrade, yes. So yeah, the guy is very solid about hitting body shots. He's, even if you're not hitting the headshots, he's. That's why whenever I hear people say
still
like,
not horrible.
He's not horrible. Yeah, these characters are not bad in comparison. They're good, but it's just like this guy is above them all. Whenever I hear people say, "Oh, Agent P is the character you're looking for skill," like, first off, that's Camo you're looking at. Second off, this guy like he does like literally the same, like he does more for body shot than he does like in terms of DPS than this guy hitting like the ground constantly. Like, you're doing more for body shot, and you're having a faster fire rate does not make this guy a very like aim heavy character at all. It just means that you have to hit the body, and you're already doing better DPS than the rest of these guys. So yeah, I just don't get it why when people say this guy's aim heavy when he's not. It's just when you hit headshots, it's extremely rewarding. Age Loppy. All right. I don't.
Not as good as EMP.
Definitely not as good. But I mean, I really do. I probably put him right under.
Putting him in A, you're comparing Loppy to Rugby. Like, that's no disrespect to Rugby. Rugby
Yeah,
is really good, but I just don't think you can compare the two.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I really want to see like I do see the potential in this character. It's just that on console you got like. I'm gonna literally throw some shade here. I really do hate it that I see players like Hydra Riot and freaking like El Pollo just keep on playing this character as like a barrel stuff character. I hate it. They'll like because they use these really high sensitivities. They like miss any shot that isn't like 2 meters away from their enemy, and if they're not barrel stuffing, then they're not hitting anything, and they'll just have these macros in their freaking controllers that I just absolutely just despise. I really want to see the day where I see somebody like have a really good trigger finger that doesn't rely on a macro. This includes PC players and actually can hit people. And even then, he's still really good. I mean, besides the point though. All right, Plasma. This character is fucking broken. All right, this character.
A character's dumb. Not only does it not. His charge shots does not consume more ammo when you charge up like all the other charge characters in the game. Which makes no sense why they didn't do that when they gave it the future. But for some reason they decided to buff the splash of the second. Wait, what was it? The second charge shot, or was it the third one?
Was it like third? Well, I think the ball.
I think it was third.
Yeah, the third one.
They just gave it more splash for some dumb reason, which also didn't make too much sense. On top of all this character is just splash the Peashooter, and when you hit directs, it does more DPS than Reg Peashooter because it has faster fire rate. And this drop off is like basically non-existent. It goes from like what 75 to 66. But then it goes down 10. It goes down 9 damage. That's it.
Oh yeah, also 78 damage full charge.
So yeah, up close, fucking 80 DPS, like dude, just spamming the thing. Yeah, and it's the same exact thing all across the board from 100 meters away. What? Who thought of this character?
The reg shot doesn't have any drop off. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, it doesn't have. What is this cringe? Like. And the rest of the DPS isn't much different either. Like, and the thing that pisses me off, and like Jacob said, like the freaking splash, it just gets absolutely like the third charge splash is just so stupid. Like, here's the thing: if you have damage drop off, like if you have like a damage upgrade on with this guy, right, and you're hitting a full charge from across the map, like, or full charge up close, that's like a good 75, right? You're gonna one-shot an imp that doesn't have an health upgrade on. From across the map, you're doing 66. If you hit 2 full charges from across the map with the damage upgrade on, you can 2-shot a soldier, almost like little like camo style. This guy, even if you miss and you hit the ground, you're doing 30 and then you're doing 20, which doesn't get affected by damage drop-off whatsoever. So you're still doing like 16, what is that, like 16 less damage you would do if you rather to hit the shot directly from across the map. It's so dumb how that works. I don't know who in the world thought that was a great idea to make it so he can do 50 damage if he misses his full charge. Like, how much, like, and then, like, future misses, you get, like, 30. Like, 50, really? Like, dude, you're doing 2/3 of an imp's health. If this was day one, that full charge would have one-shotted an imp. Just dead. Day one imp would have just died instantly to the splash of this thing. Almost like day one sub did on freaking nightcaps on BFN. Like, it's like the same shit. What the hell were they thinking with this? This character is so stupid.
Oh, one thing, Plasma should not be in the S tier.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, Rock P. Now, even though he might be the worst Peashooter, he is definitely, well, one of the worst.
He's a Peashooter.
He's a Peashooter.
Still a
Yeah.
Peashooter.
Yeah, nope. if you're a Peashooter, you have access to things like Hyper, P Gatling, and Beam Bombs, and Dark Beam Bomb, which allows you to beam jump. It's just no character, unless the Peashooter literally did like fuck all damage. His primary did literally nothing, like absolutely nothing. That's the only case where I could put this guy in like F tier.
The one bad thing about Rock P is that trading speed for HP is pretty bad on Peashooter.
Yeah, it's not his strong suit.
I would put him in C, like top of C, but
I still
he's
think
he's not the worst
Toxic Pea,
Peashooter.
to be honest. I think Toxic Pea is better. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Rock P has more
Maybe it could be
direct
tied.
damage.
Here's the thing with Rock P and compared to like Toxic P is that Rock P still does the same DPS, do the same direct damage as this guy, and I want to clarify that before anybody in the comment section confuses the fuck out of anything and says this guy does 24 direct. No, actually he doesn't. There's just a weird bug in the game where it doesn't combine his damage. He's supposed to do 36, so he does the same direct damage as this guy, and basically the same damage as this guy. I do think that there probably are some uses for him to be a little bit more tankier, and because he has beam jump, it's like he's just as mobile as the rest of the Peashooters in my opinion, and he still does more damage than this guy, and does more splash than this guy. Well, not regarding the toxic damage. The only case where I feel like Toxic P could be better than a lot of the other Peashooters if it's ops. That's literally it. That's the only case. And then, you know, even in ops, this guy would just take over because he can actually bag the aimbot shitters. So, yeah, I mean, I still think this guy is worse than freaking Rock P. Rock P it's actually better than this guy in ops because he can also bag more shit. So, overall, I don't think Toxic is better. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know, it might just be me. I feel like I could do more on Toxic than on Rocket. I don't know why, maybe it's just my playstyle.
Yeah, I think it also depends on playstyle, but me personally, there's just so many like practical uses for like Rock P that make him better. Like the fact that he can bag more shit, even if he's a Peashooter. I think his ammo count's a little lower. I don't really remember that if that's true. Yeah, it's 8, but
8.
I don't think that matters that much, does it?
Alright,
I don't know. I guess I'll just leave him here. This could be interchanged with really anybody's opinion. So I mean, I'll just my
let's leave
opinion.
them together.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no.
Here we go. Oh
Do you need to
no.
make another tier for this?
No, we do not need to make another tier for this guy. He's not that good. He's not that
The
good.
Dao tier?
No,
That's
no, dude. Okay, I just want to make this clear, alright? This guy is broken as fuck, alright? First off, he has faster movement speed than
Dao.
any other character, and yes, as you mentioned, Deado.
Instant reload.
This guy has an instant reload, he's faster than any other Peashooter on normal speed.
Biggest direct damage
What
also,
ball?
36.
If we're not including plasmid Ps like charge shots, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, this guy, so broken. Again, a lot of Deados, I think they just have practical aimbot. Like, their DPS compared to any other character, like, hitting directs, is practically the same. Like, dude, he's so broken. Like, what is there not to say? He has practical aimbot. He does, like, around the same DPS as other PvPs in his, like, class. And he's definitely better than this shithole. Definitely way better than this guy. Or, no, this guy is better than this guy.
I still think he's the best character in the game.
Now, that's the part where I want to talk about, is that he has some restrictions. First off, I do think All-Stars and maybe some SPs have potential to bag all of it. And I think for some people on PC, they might consider... I have seen people on PC, like, put him not as the best character in the game. And I think there's a good reason of that. I think if you have a good enough aim with Tank Commander on PC, or you're able to play a good enough, like, All-Star on PC, like you do with Crook. Like, I've seen Crook clap freaking Peashooters. It is just... Peashooter is not nearly as good as he is on console. Of course, you're gonna focus more on directs on PC, but with this guy, because you're gonna be focusing more, like, relying more on your Deados, that objectively makes him worse. And that's why it's on PC, I would say, like, like, Plasma and Agent are better on PC. And this guy isn't.
Yeah, but the thing is, the majority of players are Xbox, and we all are Xbox players. Like, obviously, a PC player would have a very different tier list. I think we should go off of Wii. I mean, on Xbox, he's the best character in the game. On PC, he's not.
Yeah, I know. I know we're on like Xbox, but like again, it's not Xbox or not. Like this is another thing. It's just like All Star. Like this is why I don't think he's the best. Is that like for me, I need to find a character that has like literally no limitations, and battling anything that has above like 150 HP, so basically anything that's has more HP than Rhodey Z, can actually do stuff against EP. Sprint Tackle is really good against EP jumping. He gets locked into the air really, really high, where characters like Golf Star, even Hockey Star, can just shoot him down. Long Bomb somehow becomes viable against freaking EP for some reason. Because of it, he can just bag a lot of stuff. Like he takes like 8 shots. It takes you like the whole mag. Not that his mag really matters because he has insta reload. He just doesn't do as much damage as say like Agent P. Like Agent P and Plasma P do way better against heavier characters than EP does. Let's be honest here. So I don't know. I wouldn't, even though he would be better against the majority of the zombie cast, and he just has really good tools to probably even just run away from a lot of the zombie cast. It's just, I don't really think there's just gonna be some matchups where he's gonna just have to say like, I can't take on that matchup, or I can't deal with that character at all. And I think that's as a character, even on console, it just doesn't. I don't think he's the best.
Problem? Okay. I get what you're saying. The fact that he can get out DPS, you're kind of taking that, like, you're kind of just picturing that as if they were having, like, they were both standing still and they were both shooting each other, then EP would lose. But there are several ways you could outplay someone. Obviously, even a PC player isn't going to hit every shot while you're hitting every shot. You have Dark Beam Bombs, you have more mobility than them also. I think you have to take that into consideration when you're comparing to All-Star and SC.
It's not just the DPS difference, because even though EP does have because here's the thing with EP, like, you gotta remember, you're not gonna be, of course I'm not talking about a situation where this is a DPS, this is not a DPS tier list, obviously, and that's not what we're ranking them by. And also, EP is gonna be bouncing all over the place, and you're not gonna hit him at all, so of course I know that. That's why I talked about All-Star locking him into the air with Tackle. Of course, they're not going to be that's why, as I kind of mentioned about Sprint Tackle locking Peashooter in the air, and like characters like Golf Star kind of just like having almost hit scan type of thing, where it's like EP gets launched so far. That's why it's like if you tried bunny hopping against All Star, it doesn't really work. You end up like, if he's on the same like elevation as the All Star, he'll just lock you in the sprint, like in the air with Sprint Tackle. And then if he's not in the same elevation, say like on a platform bunny hopping you, then Long Bomb is just like a really good solution to that, or just running away, and he's actually able to deal and take all that in from EP because he has a lot of HP.
On paper it does work, but it's just not 100% consistent. For example, sometimes when someone's bunny hopping you and you want to lock them into place with Sprint Tackle, it could be pretty difficult to time it. 1, 2, you may miss or something, it may juke you out. 3, sometimes, with Sprint Tackle, sometimes it just goes in random directions. You may even get no reg with it. And then with Long Bomb, you have to be really, really good at using Long Bomb to hit a bunny hopping Peashooter consistently.
Well, yes, Peashooter does move quite quickly in his hyper while bunny hopping. It's not like super fast to the point where you can't react to anything he's doing. Like, his movements are still pretty reactable.
It's not like you can't react. You can't react. He doesn't have that high DPS. It's just the fact that when he does get on you, there's, like, unless you're, like, a really, really top, like, really amazing all-star player, there's nothing really you could do against EP that's just bunny-hopping you. Like, you could also be bouncing on top of, like, a good Peashooter. What they would do is
Bouncing on the roof.
be bouncing up and down. They would be just bunny-hopping on the roof, or, like, from...
Or That's what I was also talking about. Is not just the long bomb. If he's like say on a roof that like it's not like it's not the perfect distance to long bomb or to do something or like to actually reach him with it, you could just sprint tackle away. And while you're sprint tackling away, you can actually just bag a lot of the stuff that like he's getting. Say like you can bag like that you're just getting aimbotted by practically or getting dead of. If Crook was able to successfully throw that like tournament 2v2 shit up, like what characters fare good against this, like what top tier characters, like that would actually be like tournament proof and really good like evidence to prove like, okay, maybe if we play all-star against EP, whatever result comes, this will change where he is, or maybe it'll put him where he is. I don't know, there's not enough concrete proof on each side, so yeah, I'll compromise and I'll just say, yeah, this is where he'll be for now. Reg Chomper, alright,
There's one thing with a lot of chompers. They have a ton of, like, half the chompers have very similar playstyles to Reg Chomper. So they can basically be put in the same tier.
You can't really compare, like,
So,
Count Chompula to Disco.
Base Chomper is like C.
well, Chomper, okay, a lot of them have very different playstyles, especially when Spurs going. Like, I think, like, spray chompers are almost in their own class, if you think about them.
They're kind of the same. They're like the same idea. They're
yeah, like, they might have same abilities, but it's just...
Their weapon is literally just
for example,
the same thing, but
they're all like flankers, but you flank in a different way, in a way.
Yeah, and you target a different type of group with each... Even with some of the spray chompers, you target with a different group, which we'll talk about later.
So, like, Base Chomper and Power Chomper are basically the same character, for the most part.
Base Chomper is better than Power.
That too. They also they have the same playstyle. Toxic Chomper's a word spray.
No. Toxic Chomper you can macro with. Power you can't.
You can macro
You
with
can
all of them.
barely macro with Power Chomper.
Power Chomper has more DPS too, so there's that.
I mean, we can always test that later. That's the thing.
And also, I don't know if it's just me, but it might just be me, but I really felt like Power Chomper had less range than the other sprays.
I think that's on.
I think Power Chomper in general has like hit reg problems. For me personally, I just feel like it. Like I just don't know, but there's something weird about Power Chomper that I never really figured out, and I don't know if it's like. I know he's like because his fire rate or his like numbers don't really come out as fast compared to other chompers. It kind of makes him like a little iffy, but like I don't know, like he's just so weird. Like it's even without macro, he has higher DPS than the other chompers, which implies that in this like diagram that like he does like the same amount of numbers as the other chompers, which I don't know. It doesn't really feel like it in the game itself.
Alright, let's just quickly get through Chompers and truly explain all of them.
Alright, here's how we do it.
He runs on them because they're basically the same thing.
You're Twilight and S tier.
Okay, anyways, we're gonna move these guys, but we're just gonna leave them in there for now because
so
bad.
Chomper C because Goop is still D.
I've played Chompers a lot. I've played them a lot. Reg Chomper C tier.
Goop and Weed is probably one of the two best abilities in the game, but it's stuck on garbage characters. So
I feel like Reg Chomper, like he's got the jack of all traits of all chompers, but he's still meh. Like he's like all these other chompers besides Disco have something OP. Like Fire Chomper, all the spray chompers have broken macros. This guy has really good health. This guy has counterplay. This guy could, I don't know what the fuck this guy can do. I guess he can move around fast. There you go. He can move around fast. Yeah, flint better, I guess.
You can win a race.
You can win a race. Yes. And then this guy really hasn't been touched like in terms of patches since day one. I mean, there could be some use to him.
Okay, Reg Chomper, C tier. Fire, B tier. Hot Rod, either C or B.
Fire Chomper, is he really B tier? I would put him in like low A. I'll put him low A. He doesn't. He's a fire. He's a fire chomper, and like he does the same DPS as like other spray chompers.
You got hit pretty hard between going for 1 and going for 2, so
Yeah, but he's
I don't
still
know if
pretty
I don't
good.
know if A is. I think it should be in B. I think that's a little too high.
Like,
at
Figgy,
the end of-
especially, I played Chompers a lot. I do play them a lot.
At the end of the day, Fire Chomper is still a chomper, so I don't think he should
request
be
you
an
to
A.
just listen to me, just trust me on this one. I actually just a Chomper in A tier that's not like Twilight or
I want to
Yeah,
say
cool.
no. I want to put him in like really low A tier because here's the thing. Okay, he has higher DPS than most half of the spray chompers, and also he has fire damage. So it's like anytime you end up not doing damage in the meantime, you're gonna be doing fire dot, which is of course pretty freaking broken. And you know he's obviously better than this guy, and this guy, which has right problems, and I guess this guy.
Okay, as long as his Fire Chomper stays at low A, I think he should be at the top of B.
either
but
bottom A or top B.
See, dude, he has less. Power Chomper does have less fire rate. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
I knew it.
Power Chomper had normal fire rate. He would be the best spray chomper.
Yeah. Also, Fire Chomper's just like I've seen like El Pollo and like Elf, like some of like the freaking people use Fire Chomper like as their main macro chomper, and I don't blame them. He is a pretty annoying chomper. You really like, from my experience, he's a really annoying chomper to deal with.
I think you can get away with playing Toxic Chomper like the same exact way.
Yeah. I'll probably
Fire
put it.
Power.
It's the same character without the fire dot.
Power Chomper is more inconsistent.
No, power should be in D.
D?
D.
Really?
He's worse than
Yeah.
Reg.
Worse than Reg. He's just straight up worse than Reg Chomper.
Is he worse than Frozen Citron though? Is he worse than Frozen Citron?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what, yeah, I'll put him at the top of D. You know what, yeah. He's pretty bad.
Pretty shit, honestly. Alright, Count Chompula. Actually, there's something different about him. That's not just.
Wait, look,
Oh,
hold
look
up,
at me, I'm a
right.
Chomper.
Garden Warfare 1.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
They buffed him at first, but macroing is too big of a problem, so they had to nerf him apparently in Garden Warfare 1. Yeah, it kind of shows that if Power Chomper had the same capabilities as the rest of the spray chompers, like the same fire rate, oh my god, that character would be busted. Like 11 damage and an electric arc, so it could, technically has a bigger spray radius if you think about it that way. But the lower fire rate just ruins him.
It really does ruin him. I guess I kind of intended to do that because, I don't know, electric damage. I don't know. It's so, I really do think like Power Chomper is in such a weird spot. Not in a good way. of
I
course.
still think he's D.
I know, I'm gonna leave him D, but.
Yeah, I just want to go
Count
fact. Hang on. I just want to go fact check Corrupt, and they only buffed his spray damage in Garden for 1 and then nerf it.
He didn't nerf Power Jumper.
Nah, it didn't. No.
Or whatever. Count Jumper.
When you get heals with this guy, you end up getting. I really do think like the health trade off, 25 less health for 50 health per heal for Swallow is worth it. Like getting 1/3 of your health back is so worth it, especially once you get Vamp Weed. Oh my goodness, getting this thing with Vamp Weed, swallowing something as with Vamp Weed, just it's like 2/3 of your health come back. So it's like if you imagine as a chomper, you know. You're going to be, especially if you're bum rush from the front, then you're going to take a lot of health, even if you goop somebody, and then you end up like confirming the kill. You've taken a lot of health in, and that's the things that makes chompers and a lot of characters like suffer, is that they don't have good regen, they can't get back to full health quickly, or they just, you know, they lose a lot of health, and yeah, that's that. But this guy, if you can end up getting the Swallow, this guy can come back to full HP or nearly full HP like so easily after any encounter. And I think he's one of the most, like, more underrated chompers, in my opinion. Other than the spray. Like, I don't think the spray chompers are that underrated. I think they're just loser chompers.
Only issue, he's still a chomper, so
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
I know, yeah, but...
unfortunate.
he's not the best against every single team comp, but if you can like pick off people that are by themselves, this guy is, he's so good.
I should know, if you use damage upgrade, it increases the amount you heal after every swallow, because the amount you heal is exactly double of your chomp damage, believe it or not. If you run 2 damage upgrades, you heal for 60 after a swallow instead of 50.
Wait, hold on. So how much damage how much damage does he do after 2 damage upgrades?
30. It goes from 25 to 27 to 30.
Oh yeah, because
It's only
so
10
weird.
health for 2 upgrade slots, but it could be good if you use it with like a digestion.
speed up. Yeah, digestion. Like, yeah, I think he has 2 digestions, doesn't he? Okay, so it's like you get 2 digestions, you get 2 damage upgrades. I'd probably personally pick like probably 1
I
damage.
still go for double digestion speed, but it's kind of up to the player.
Yeah, it really is up to the player. I do think. I mean, it's only like a 10 health like plus difference, like 110.
Yeah, it's not that much.
It's not that much.
But the thing about it is 30 chomp damage if you are in a bad situation to swallow, which is it does happen sometimes, and you have to chomp someone to death. 30 damage breakpoint, or against an all-star and SP, it takes 1 chomp less to kill them. So that does kind of affect it, but
Yeah, this guy. Would you place him?
I think right where you have him.
Over, yeah.
Chompers are better outside of turf.
They're better outside of being a chomper. You get what I mean?
You can actually play Chomper in like Team Vanquish or Gnome Bomb. In turf, you really can't play Chomper that well because of how the maps are designed.
Maybe even Suburbanation, I would argue. It's pretty good in Suburbanation.
Yeah, but most of the time it's pretty rough.
It is
It is really rough. If you want to level up
Alright.
Chompers, you should probably go play Team Vanquish. Is honestly.
Alright, I'm a chomper. Same
Alright,
as
guys.
E-Citron, but a little bit worse.
Alright, so a lot of people love to put this character in, like, just put him right here. Maybe they'll even, if they have no hope in this character, like, whatsoever, they'll just leave him
Alright,
here.
guys.
But
Let's nerf an already bad character. Any opinions?
But basically, this guy can be a really good counterpick. He does have his uses. He's not really good, of course, at approaching. He's very different compared to any other chomper, which is like anybody trying to go in with this character with the same playstyle as any other chomper is going to probably fail instantly. Not probably, they are going to fail instantly. So the approach with this guy, or not actually approaching, is just not doing anything. You just kind of play this character if you're getting targeted. Really good if you're not facing against, like, say, like an NG that's targeting you. If you're playing as like even like he can still play pretty decently against like Rhodey Z. Any up close character like a scientist really gets fucked over by this guy.
He may be a chomper, but he's just a counterpick character. Like, put this into perspective. 225 HP, right? And then if you run damage upgrade, you do 50 damage chomp. That's like that's something. He may be slow, but you have to play him as a defensive character. Defend yourself, not like attack others. You let people come to you, because you could hold an area so well.
This is why, like, if you play like defense, this is almost like similar to like what I'm going to discuss later with Torchwood. Is that this guy is so good when it comes to playing objective, especially on defense, like Suburbanation, defending on Suburbanation, defending on turf. It's just, it is awesome. This guy plays really well.
He could be a really good pointing.
Yeah, he's a good point tank. I do agree.
But he could be also good, like, defender, where leading people to him and then killing them, like how you said earlier.
Yeah, you could bait people, like...
Yeah, uber bait. And Chompers are really good in baiting people anyways.
And then Vamp Lead is amazing on this guy, because another thing about Vamp Lead is why it's so broken. When you swallow someone, you get a recharge back.
So that basically makes any character with that needs health, that has like a health gimmick, like example, Chompling, that's the word. Yeah, Chompling is another low health chomper, but so it has regeneration, plus with Vampweed, it's like just like you have like infinite regeneration. Oh, by the way, who's your next character?
Chomping.
Chomping, let's go.
So you're discussing him right now.
Alright,
So
I think
Probably
Chomping
he's
Something
similar
is
to
really underrated.
Pokemon.
I feel like he's underrated just
You
because
play
how
him
good
the same way, just play it one being Chomp, with the other being Spray.
Chomping is the best chomper at the actual playstyle or the intended, quote-unquote intended playstyle of Chomper.
and it's funny to say that because he's not even like a regular chomper. He's not like a bite chomper. He's a spray chomper. So like even then it's like he still fits the role better than say Reg Chomper.
just because he has lower health, doesn't mean that he's bad in this case or worse.
If you give him the health
I've seen-
upgrade, he's only 5 HP off from having 150, so...
You
Crazy
think about
upgrade.
a 135, it's only 15 away from 150, and you could use another upgrade. I think 135 is still pretty decent. A upgrade is good, but I just think there are better upgrades like
Yeah, like example.
regen
damage.
delay, which is
No,
better
no, no, no,
than
no, no.
normal regen. And you obviously run speed of Chomper and damage upgrade. It's my loadout.
I run both regenerations, and just because you want to always be regenerating health and immediately and doing it faster, and then I run the fire upgrade just so I can do that. It can compensate for my lack of damage by firing faster. It's good build. Plus, you can always macro that character. That character has a fire temper just without the fire damage.
You guys said it all for me right there.
Yeah, he's still pretty good at macros.
He's pretty good, yeah.
Yes.
I feel like he's better than Electric Chomper if it was
Yeah,
with
easily.
without macro. Like say of course Electric Chomper had macro, then bam.
Without macro, he's still probably just a better character.
He's a better character. But if Electric Chomper had macro, then you know where he'd be. Where do you think he would be though?
A tier.
AJ, man,
Maybe
just-
high A tier.
Would you place it? What do I want to place him over Count Chompula? I'm thinking about placement here.
Maybe a little bit lower.
Yeah.
I think he.
No.
Maybe.
No.
I don't. I think the thing is, okay, Count Chompula, you actually have to put yourself in danger to heal. But Count Chompula, health regen, like that can't get.
You can just
cancelled.
burrow.
Yeah, he could just burrow. Yeah, that's actually true.
Also, I have suspicion that's a
You could
bug
regen and burrow.
because in BFN they actually fixed it, so that might actually be a bug.
I don't
Just
think
never
no,
got
I
around
don't think it's a
fixing.
bug because it was in Gorongo for 1, I think as well. You know, you just have to stay in Burrow.
I don't think they ever got around to fixing it.
I don't think it was something that is a big a bug. It's just something. It's like a balancing change that they never really thought of because it's not like it was just accidentally put there. You know, I think it was.
Kind of
Just,
like
Rose didn't think of
swoosh
it.
reviving.
well, switch reviving is a different. It's not intended. That's not intended.
You could burrow and literally regen like almost all your health. It's insane. Like if you just sit still and burrow, where the duration is longer, and you regen and burrow, it's a lot more ways to survive. That's why I think he is better than Count Chocula. Just by a little bit.
Yeah, he's a really solid character. All right. This is such a weird character to talk about. Yeti Chomper. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I think he's worse than
Yeah.
he's worse. No, not worse than Disco. He's worse than Power.
Honestly, D. I don't really see. He doesn't have a. He doesn't really have a niche. His range. He's ranged, but like, it's pretty garbage.
The follow-up is absolutely horrible. So.
Actually, I want to
Yeah,
touch upon that real quick. Yeah, his damage drop off. I wish it was something reminiscent of every other character in the game. I really do wish, and that's how it really should have been. Because everybody else's drop off doesn't start like immediately. This is the only guy in the game where his drop off stops starts immediately. Like you can see it like being like more than 2. Like if you're not freaking barrel stuffing the guy with like Arctic Belch, you're going to do automatically less damage. This guy is just. It's almost like this guy has like he has like a bite, but like on anything that's not supposed to be in that bite range, this damage drop off just goes over the roof. Like that's almost what it feels like. And also his freaking splash isn't that great, and I mean he can be annoying at best. I've seen people who tried to lob me with this guy, but again his damage drop off is so bad that like it's almost not worth playing the character at all.
Yeah, and his projectiles go like nowhere, and they're pretty slow.
So
Also,
bad.
It's so bad.
So bad.
I think he would be better if his projectiles were like really fast, or like they went really far or something, and like it did less damage. Like it did max like 15 damage even barrel stuff, but it would just mainly be used to slow people instead of like a damage primary damage attack. Like that's what they tried to do. They tried to make it so that you could freeze people at range so you could get closer to them easily, but it didn't work out like at all. Like I mainly find myself playing him just as a regular bite chomper. Like I just swallow people because using his primary like it's intended to, it just doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
It's really bad. I don't think he's worse than Party Rose though, because at least he has goop and he's able to actually do goop weed, burrow, and something. All right, Disco. This is this is a toss up.
no.
This is really a toss up.
F. I think
one-
there's another character that's worse than Disco.
Okay, he's not worse than Reg Chomper. Come on, he's not worse than Reg Chomper, is he?
And go look at his DPS compared to Reg Chomper real quick.
Okay, I actually want to touch upon that for a second because you're not going to play Disco if you want to bite. Who uses Disco and bites? You don't use Disco and you bite. Why would you play Spray Chomper and want to eat? Like, why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. If I wanted to bite, I would have played Armor Chomper or Twilight or freaking Unicorn. That's what I would play because they actually have better approach options and they have like more damage. Why would I play? Why does the bite have to matter so much when compared to Reg Chomper? Oh, he does less DPS than Reg Chomper. Okay, but he has Disco Fever.
Okay. He has a Disco Fever, which is the only redeeming quality of him, so he is F tier, right in front of Chopper.
God.
Yeah, yeah, I'll put him in front of Chomper. Wait, guys, I just realized something. Yeti Chomper should be an S tier because you could use Chomp Cannon with him. It's an epic gamer combo.
Yeah, because everyone uses that. Anyways.
Yes. Yes.
Especially people that want to target 0x fusion.
Oh my.
I still can't believe you guys did that to him. It's so dirty. Oh my gosh. All right, let's actually talk about these. Each of these are different,
So, they decided to put Warp on Chomper.
which actually makes him.
Solves every single one of Chomper's problems.
Which solves
By the
basically
way.
every problem that Chomper has in like one fell swoop.
Like you stun lock someone and then you're not in melee range. Now you're in melee range. Like this guy actually. See, yeah, this guy is actually fucking.
So Unicorn is probably like A, like mid A,
Here's
probably.
the thing. Twilight Chomper has the element of surprise, while Unicorn, you could be a little bit more versatile with him. Like, you could use one warp to get in, one warp to get out, similar to a scientist. While Twilight, you kind of have to hard commit with one warp. But the thing is, the warp comes from so far away, it's so broken the distance that it goes. If you flank someone with it, no one around them is going to actually see you, and you're probably going to be able to sneak past them away. Because it just works you instantly, and they're not going to, like...
You can't react to it like Burrow can, like you can with Burrow.
Yeah.
Like Burrow, you're literally just waiting there. Like you're just sitting there. This is like no funny stuff. Like you're gonna get fucking clapped instantly.
I do think Twilight is slightly better than Unicorn just because of the speed.
Twilight,
No, Twilight is way better.
43,
No.
that's not fair.
I don't think Twilight is better than Nec Rose Corn or Party Corn, so probably we're just right in front of Unicorn for now.
Twilight? Really? No, dude. He's an S tier. No, here's the thing. Dude, Twilight Chomper is if it was Armor Chomper, but right, basically. If he had the same... Because he does the same damage as freaking... As a freaking... what's it called? Freaking Armor. He does. He has a ridiculous broken approach
35.
option.
No, Twilight with Twilight with two damage upgrades does 43. That 3 shots, 125 HPs.
Just like this guy does with freaking every character.
And also 2 shots scientists if you goop them.
Yes, if you goop them, yeah, I also want to mention that.
Which, I mean, why would you goop?
It's a little
It's a 6-second
overkill, not gonna
cooldown.
lie. It's a little overkill, not gonna lie, because like, you're literally in their
43
face.
damage isn't overkill. That's a major break point.
Okay, then probably the like.
I don't want to put. I want to say he's better than Law and Frost. I want to say, because it's like no one reacts to Twilight. How do you fucking react to Twilight? You can't. He goops you instantly. You
You
have
have all the good things about the Chompers, and then you just delete all the bad things about him. Like, you don't fix them, you literally just delete them. Like, you don't make
Alright.
you just delete them. So it's only good. That's Twilight. Another thing with Twilight is he has base speed upgrades.
yeah. Oh
His
yeah.
speed
he's-
upgrades built onto the character, so he just fixes Hot Rod without any upgrades.
So basically, this guy is he has hot rod speed. He has hot rod speed, Count Chompula's health, and freaking the damage of Armor Chomper. What more would you want from this guy? And a warp. That's so broken. That's freaking Twilight for you. He's so stupid.
Yeah, the game was already dead anyway. Let's just add it.
There you go. That's the right DPS.
70?
70, yeah. Both damage upgrades, by the way. You need both of them.
Alright, Unicorn.
Yes.
Unicorn's basically the same thing. He doesn't have the 43 damage 3-shot capabilities, but he does have the 2 warps, which it's pretty different. It's what I said before, it's you're doing the same thing, but in a different way.
Time to move on to the Citrons.
Alright. E-Citron F.
Hilarious.
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Dude, alright, let's actually discuss about this because a lot of people still think that he's freaking terrible, especially if you're a Wolfie fan, which we'll talk about later with this guy.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be serious. C.
See?
No.
Probably.
No, dude. Okay, here's the thing. E-Citron is still basically himself from before. It's just he can't do the shit at range. He can't just do this shit it does at range. He still one-shots imps. He still one-shots imps up close. He still does. You could still not like nowadays like using like freaking his secondary is just really good against a lot of characters. He's very versatile anyway, so really the nerf, if you think about it, really didn't do too much to him.
People hate his first charge, which I do too. It sucks. Unless you're like point blank, which then it becomes good. Just use your second charge. Second charge is the most underrated thing on every single charge character. I think I use it more than anyone else.
Unless
that
we're
I've
talking
seen.
about plasma, it's not as
Yeah.
he's just broken all around. It doesn't matter, he's just broken.
E-Citron's second charge is really good, since all second charges, he turns up really fast.
Yeah, if you have good aim with him, it's basically it's like trying to 3-shot like foot soldiers with freaking armor chomper and like Twilight with damage upgrades, but instead you're doing it at like more than just in the face, you know? That's why you need good aim for it. And then of course he still one-shots imps with full charges. He has pretty good ammo, so like reloading with this guy doesn't really that big of an issue, even when you lose a bunch of ammo by charging up your shots. It's still really good. This guy can I really do think like he doesn't get enough appreciation.
I don't think
tier.
he's A, but B, like
Yeah, I
Probably,
wouldn't
like,
put him in A. I wouldn't put him in A.
mid B.
Definitely
top
better
B.
than the spray chompers, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. So top
Yeah,
of the tier looks good.
they are better than the spray chompers. Yes.
No way is he A. He used to be like S tier though.
Yeah, he used to be.
Yeah,
He's
S
the
tier.
Easily.
Because S tier, you know, yeah, because even though I did talk about it, the Citron nerf didn't do too much to him. It kind of did in the sense where it's like now he has to approach, and now he has to like get. Of course, he has the risks losing
Can't
a lot of
snipe,
health.
So
Yeah, compared to sniping with a lot of characters, where it's just like you don't lose HP at all, and you know the only character that kind of breaks that immersion of just being absolutely safe is Camo, and really any cacti. But that's another topic that we'll touch on later. So yeah, he's pretty good. No, of course not nearly as good as it used to be, but yeah. All right, Party Citron, bam, or nope, sorry, bam, and let's go. Freaking Toxic Citron.
Okay, he's kind of awkward.
If you mean by awkward, you mean horrible, then yes.
Yeah, he's just weird. Like, he was the only Citron before the Citron nerfs that actually couldn't really snipe, and then they nerfed his range. Like, okay.
Yeah, and here's something weird about Toxic Citron. He was almost like pre-patch E-Citron to me, where he'd be one of those characters that I played if I had nobody else to play, and he's just in the sense where it's like he was pretty good. I didn't think he was broken, but the Citron nerf, like, I don't know what the hell it did. Like, it didn't. You know, all the Citrons became stronger up close, but it didn't feel like the same for this guy. This guy just felt so weak afterwards, and you just suffered. I really wish that they kept him as like almost like a mid-range Citron, because like he's not good at all, and I don't even think up close he would do good, because he's like a park ranger at the same time, where he just can't do much if the enemy's moving all over the place. He should have kept. He's just not good now. I really hate to say that he's not good, but he's just not good at all. He's just nothing going for him. I want to take a gander at that DPS of Citrons, because what the fuck is this?
482. Okay.
This is fucking horrible. Like, and especially on objectives, if you're shooting the battery on fucking Zombopolis, just forget about it. Seriously, forget about it. Don't even try, because all your DPS comes from that dot damage. And the moment we eliminate that dot damage, he's nothing. He's literally nothing as a character. He's nothing.
Did we mention that he doesn't even have a damage upgrade?
Yeah, he's like got a toxic upgrade, like fucking Toxic Pea, and just doesn't make any character better at all.
He has he has park ranger upgrades. So
Yeah,
longer.
he's
The score radius.
He's such a weird ass. Wait, why does the lifetime for these clouds don't increase his DPS, but his range does? Wait, what? What? What?
I think because if you're constantly shooting, the clouds are there anyways, like all the time.
No, I'm talking about the range. Why doesn't the cloud staying around longer do more DPS?
You know what? No, I don't know. This character is like Park Ranger if he was like a rotten vegetable.
Alright, so D.
You literally can't do anything with this character.
Potentially F.
He's potentially F, but he's not that valuable. Alright, here's Iron Citron. Oh my fucking gosh, dude. This character is like
somewhere A.
I feel like high A. I don't know if I would consider him an S. He's not.
I don't think I consider him an S anymore.
Dude, this guy is slow as fuck when it comes to killing all-star. It's so
like,
bad.
I saw his DPS was in the 20s. That's probably without the reload upgrades, but
Iron Citron without reload upgrades, it gives me terminal cancer, honestly.
it's 37. That's so much
It
better.
was so bad.
I mean, okay, he's good. I'm not gonna lie, but his DPS is not the greatest against anything more than a foot soldier or a freaking road easy.
I wonder if he has it so you can see the party time, or not party time,
The Iron Mode DPS.
yeah, I wonder.
It is. Oh my fucking lord! 116 first DPS on Iron Mode.
Yeah, it's pretty high. His legendary mode duration is 25 seconds. I didn't know that.
Yeah, anything that's not TV, the freaking legendary modes, just TV and Scallywag. It's just anything that's not those two is just. It feels like the legendary modes like last forever almost. That's what it feels like.
Alright, the flowers, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we're moving on to flowers. You know, the healer class, the healer class. You know, Sunflower is known for that character that just can't do enough damage. You know, can't do enough damage at all. You know, just Wait, why is she going in A tier? Oh, why is this character going in S tier? Okay, we'll talk about her later. No, do you want to just talk about Mystic right now? You know, let's say fuck it.
Alright,
Let's just talk about Mystic.
Let's go in order. Let's go in order.
Alright, so sunflowers. So we got a character that revives any character at max HP, heals, and does DPS. So all the sunflowers are probably at least A tier just because of those 3 factors.
Okay, some of them might be at minimum. I think that Vampire Flower is D. Vampire Flower is horrible.
So we should probably make a separate tier just to show the max HP revive mechanic. Because honestly, that is really dumb.
Yeah, Reg Flower. I mean, she's really solid all around.
Great DPS, pretty good at range. She's just like the Reg soldier of the sunflowers.
She is. Hold on. Let's see the DPS of those soldiers too. Yeah, some of them reach in the. Yeah, a lot of those soldiers reach in that area. If we're not talking about Reg soldier, these 2 characters don't exist. These don't. Oh, and this character doesn't exist too. The rest of these characters, she basically compares with. You know, she does 62 DPS compared to most soldiers. It's actually pretty solid.
It's a healer with 60 DPS, so yeah.
Yeah, the fact that a healer compares to most soldiers, like look at that, basically 63 DPS compared to most soldiers. The fact that the only soldiers like outcompete her completely is just 3 is an alarming fact of how good the healers actually are on like offensive play.
And we're only talking about the Reg version.
Yeah, that's
There
the
are other
Reg
variants that are
version.
even direct upgrades, and the Reg version is just really good in general. There are direct upgrades.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the scary part. This is only the Reg character. Also, I don't know why I put her in between Fire Citron and Reg Citron. Oh yeah, I'll put her in A. Alright, Fire Flower.
High B or low A?
Probably just to the right of
Reg
regular
Flower.
sunflower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's a little bit lower.
Yeah, I think actually, yeah, I kind of agree. I put her.
Alright, top of B.
I'll put her right here. I think E-Citron's better than. Oh,
I think she's better than E-Citron.
Of course, it's way easier to play Fire Flower. That's what I'm suffering from.
I still think Fireflower is better than E-Citron.
Really? Okay. We'll just put her here then.
That's a good spot. Power Flower is pretty similar, just lower DPS, I think, but still, the
Probably
arc
the
is strong,
same.
to be honest.
She has one of the lower DPSs, lower than Fire Flower, lower than Alien, even with the moving target. She literally has the same DPS as fucking Vampire. Oh gosh. But at least she has more health.
The arc is strong, to be honest.
The arc is strong. She is pretty, yeah.
Probably one of the better electric variants. It's not EP.
Probably to the right of
Fire Flower. I'll put
yeah.
her right next to. All right. So remember when we were first talking about this class of, you know, a character that doesn't really do that much DPS. Yeah. Let's look at Mystic's DPS real quick. Bam! 96. That is higher than any foot soldier. Any foot soldier. What, you got Sky Trooper with 87? Get that shit out of here. You get 96 with Mystic. The character, the healer. Why? Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought this?
moment.
Seriously, she also has this basically around the same rate of fire as all the other sunflowers. So if you spam projectiles with her, she has a higher rate of fire than like. She has the same rate of fire as Metal Petal. Metal fucking Petal, dude. Oh my gosh. But she does so much ridiculous damage. She is a SB destroyer, obviously. Her body shot and whatnot just destroys. Her full charges just destroy imps just like E-Citron. It's literally just E-Citron, but like so much more broken and actually has range. And of course, you know, it's just a sunflower. So it's just so... This character is... I swear, she is one of the most slept-on characters ever. This character is going straight into S tier. I'm sorry. This character is an S tier.
I like to point this out. Is that Mystic Flower has the highest DPS out of every plant. Yep.
I mean, probably as an Agent P and Law P.
Not talking about Agent P.
Headshots and oh no, higher
Yeah.
DPS than Law P. Never mind.
Regular damage.
No, she has higher DPS than Lobby. She has higher DPS than
regular
Lobby.
DPS, not
Dude,
crit. Not crit.
No, dude. That's the funny part. She has no crit here. She has no crit here. Loppy
Even
with
with
crit
crit.
is still lower. Oh my, that is
Yeah.
so...
AGP is the only thing that out DPSs it with crit.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Only plant.
Who thought this was a good idea, dude?
There's a few zombies that out DPS it, but it's like Marine, Rosie.
Her DPS is like next to like Rhodey Z's, I think. Hold on, let's look at Rhodey Z's. Oh my, she beats Mechanic, dude. Oh my god.
Z7 probably dies to Mystic Flower just because
Yeah.
he has 75 health.
She does. Yeah,
The
yeah,
health,
definitely.
The charge and the health.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yep. And 110 HP, yep.
Also, Mystic can basically insta-kill Z7, so, I mean, she can literally... It's like she can literally Thanos snap fucking Z7 anyways, so...
So,
I mean,
Like, I'm gonna
He's
be
out of the
honest,
question.
even if you miss your shot, you could spam fast enough to kill them. Even if you miss your full charge and hit splash.
okay, so here we are. So she basically is she is a direct upgrade to Reg Flower, with and without upgrades. So... Here, we're gonna go to...
So right
She
in
isn't
front.
that much different in
Yeah.
than Red Flowers right in front.
Larry, the same thing, with just a little bit extra damage per second.
All right, Metal Petal. Now, this is something interesting. A lot of people say that like this is the worst sunflower, but we're going to talk about the actual worst sunflower in a moment. Metal Petal is probably the best sunflower when it comes to being a support flower. Yeah, not dying and being a support.
So-
Want to explain a bit? You kind of are this flower man.
Ow, what? Which
Metal
metal pedal?
Yeah, Metal
Oh,
Petal.
metal
Ran
pedal just
out.
allows you to live longer, but the only downside is the fact that you're slower. So you can't, like, heal it's harder for you to get to your teammates to heal them.
That's the one thing, but she's really good when it comes to rezzing. So you can definitely... Jump rezzing with this character is really good.
But pressing it is harder because you're slower.
It is, yeah, it might be slower to chase, but even then, like trying to heal things that are next to an objective or trying to like stick with a huge group won't really be as hard as to follow. And I think she always has a part to participate.
54 DP. Melpel is the worst DPS, so
Yeah, she even has a worse than Vampire Flower, which, oh my gosh, it doesn't make much sense that Vampire Flower is that bad, which we're gonna talk about soon.
I think low
Yeah,
B.
low B.
Low B. I think low B is good.
Low B.
I would put
C.
her right under Commando Corn.
No,
I'll put her right
I
under
think
Commando Corn. She's not.
Yeah. I think high C is.
It
Could also
could
be
be, but
argued
she has her
reasonable, so.
uses if if you're able to support. I think like at her strongest she is at her strongest she's better than freaking Commando, I think. Which I mean better at rezzing. I mean not
Commando
killing.
Commando as strongest is definitely better than Melpil.
Why is that?
When he's in his mirror.
Yeah, and what? So what? He does the same DPS as these two guys? Is that it? And oh yeah, but he has oh guys look, he has armor now and he goes faster. Whoa. That's so cool.
You don't have to worry about reloading.
That is a point, but
You just hold down the trigger.
he's literally
Nothing better than
mediocre. It's like the
Melpil.
toxic brains thing, like argument. He's like mediocre with the rest of the time. I don't know. I mean, I could put him here. I could put her here.
Brandon,
Commando is definitely better than Toxic Brains outside of legendary mode. Like, it can actually kill. I mean,
that's like the absolute lowest DPS in the game. Other than like maybe Pharaoh's charge or something like that.
if you take a look,
Charge is
Commando
always
Corn has 68 DPS with recommended upgrades, while Toxic is 48. So
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, Corn's definitely
I'll just leave. I'll just leave that as is.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it as is. All right, Pharaoh. Now this is very interesting. She's better than Reg, but not as good as Shadow. So I mean, okay, again,
In the middle.
it doesn't. We could put her in middle. I guess we're gonna do that. But again, it just could depend if you're like your Pharaoh main, because if you're Pharaoh main, that means you're better at like hitting with burst. Personally, I can play every character just fine, and really I don't. I really kind of prefer like
okay.
other
What the fuck is
characters.
that ray of fire?
It's because of the burst. That's why the rate of fire is like that. By the way, for some Pharaoh.
Oh, okay. I thought podcast was just being cut.
No. I don't think no. Here's Alien Flower. This is a very interesting character.
High B, I guess.
Well, okay. I kind of want to talk about her
Those
first.
spores, man.
Oh,
Absolutely mega
she's like-
ultra hard carry.
Yeah, they really do.
The spores are really good though. Like her DPS with spores is really good.
Yeah, if you're hitting a stationary target, she has the second best DPS at all the sunflowers, which is not bad. Even without it, she is still better than Fire Flower, Power Flower, Vampire Flower,
Barely
Melco.
worse than Reg Flower.
Yeah, she's not. Oh, okay. I think there's a decent gap because every flower after
Four
her.
isn't that much.
Yeah, I know it's not that much. It's technically
Compared
kind of
to
like
Reg Flower. And Reg Flower is good. So.
Reg Flower. Yeah, I think Alien again. She's not too far off. She's not that bad of a character, and just having that potential for hitting like stationary targets and stuff like that to hit them for like so
Your
much
average
more
DPS
to.
is probably gonna be around the middle of your minimum maximum.
Yeah, it
DPS.
is. Yeah, because
like you're not gonna like you're gonna be hitting them with your spores, but not 100% of the time. So wait, what's your DPS with spores? It's like 76, right?
76. Yeah, and then
And then
He doesn't-
without it, it's 58. So your average DPS is probably gonna be around like the 65. No, that's too low. Like high 60 mark.
even without upgrades, she's still like she's still not the worst. Surprisingly, she's still not great. She's way worse without them. She's the only characters that she beats is Power Flower and Alien Flower. I don't know how the hell that. Okay, I can kind of see how Fire Flower ends up getting over Power Flower, but yeah, yeah, I mean, she's a pretty solid character, especially if they're just standing still, or you're gonna hit a lot of spores a lot of time. So you're not really your DPS is probably around the same as Reg Flowers or Sun Pharaohs, maybe even a little higher if we're being a little generous. But I'll probably put her. I don't know if I want to put her under because with upgrade she can probably hit people like pretty decently.
Yeah, just put it
I
right
think
there.
maybe the bottom of A tier.
Bottom of no,
I
but they're
still
like
think
the
she's
same.
worse than those other flowers. Honestly.
Yeah, we can just put her right under. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if we should really put Citron under these flowers. I'm starting to think a little bit.
No way.
Yeah,
But move the Citron's up. Probably even above the Rose. Nec Rose.
alright.
Or maybe just move Nec Rose down.
I'll put Nec Rose under.
Yeah. That looks fair.
That looks fair. Yeah, I like that. Because Jinx has its uses still. It's still really good. I know it's so long ago, but Zero put this like pretty high in his like freaking top 5 flowers or something like that.
That is number 3.
Yeah, it was like number 3. I don't know. It probably was an earlier patch, but even then, like, hold on. Let's see the difference between her then and now. Let's look at her a little bit. So balance. So yeah, early on. So start damage from 10 to 9. She was nerfed a little bit. Range was a little nerfed. Man, she's at 30 now? Holy crap, she has 30 ammo? Oh my gosh, no wonder she can't do fucking anything. Okay, and then increase, upgrade, regenerate, that was universal. Okay, so,
That's about that every flower got.
yeah, I know, but still, it was really important to Vampire Flower Evolve, because then she can't get one-shotted by freaking just raw sprint tackles anymore, and with the health upgrade, she wouldn't die to raw ultra tackles. Not that it really matters, because like you just literally throw a rock at her head and she just dies anyways after. But like, it's so lacking. It's kind of sad. Like, even though she does she sacrifices way too much for, unlike say like Rock Pea or Armor Chomper that sacrifices kind of a lot to have like a role. This character's role is so insignificant by how much she sacrificed. As in, well, just look at this DPS. So like, compared to no upgrades, it's
is based around going like DPS flower or attack flower, but you have low DPS and.
Wait, are you still on alien flower?
No, we're talking about vampire now. Fucking over.
Oh yeah, vampire flower I think is maybe the worst flower. Just
She
because
is.
of her lack of health.
She is the worst.
Her gimmick does not fit with her other stats at all.
Yeah, and considering that every other flower is good at healing themselves back to full HP already, she's just, it's like imagine like getting flanked as this character, like taking any damage of some sort is like why would you want to like, oh yes, now it's my time to shine. Why would you want that to be the reason why you play this character? Like, seriously? That is so lame, and you do mediocre damage, so it's not like you're gonna kill them, you're gonna just slowly die. It's almost like it was like Smash's heal from Heroes. It's like you want something to kill the enemy, not to fucking just prolong your death. That's literally the character, is just to prolong your death. That's Vampire Flower. Such a horrible ass character. She doesn't do any chicken damage, and has just as worse freaking DPS as Metal Petal. Like, come on. At least Metal Petal can actually is really good at supporting. This character is just trash. No good reason to use her.
Like your gimmick, like I'm gonna say it again. For example, Metal Petal, you have more health. Having more health fits perfectly into the support role. Supports are always like really vulnerable people. Vampire Flower gimmick is to do damage to heal.
But your damage is lackluster.
And you don't do much damage at all, and then you die before you can heal like anything.
And never play there again.
Yeah, that's kind of the story now.
You probably with your heal, you probably have an effect of about 100 HP.
Yeah.
That's how much damage it takes to kill her if she's shooting at you.
It's really sad because it's like, let's look at other characters that kind of sacrifice things. You know, you have Armor Chomper that sacrifices speed for a lot more health and just all around, you know, a higher DPS, and that fares pretty well. Then you have Rock Pea that sacrifices no damage, but he sacrifices some speed for more health. Vampire Flower straight up sacrifices way too much. So you lose like, what is it? This is like, let's round up here. So we're rounding up and then we lose 7? Is it like 7 freaking?
7.4.
7.4 freaking like DPS from Reg Flower, right? And then you sacrifice HP at the same time. And then what do you get back in return? Some freaking like lifesteal that doesn't heal you enough. So it's just, and couple this with your mediocre DPS, you're neither killing them or you're getting back HP enough to survive in like an encounter like against an all-star or anything like that. The all-star is gonna go straight through your lifesteal no matter what's happening. You can't even heal yourself from like elemental effects like normal heals. So you're still gonna take fire damage, you're still gonna freeze, which means if you freeze, you're done. Like, you're completely done. Anything that happens to you, you're just fucking done. Like, especially with fast DPS characters. Like, dude, Sky Trooper melts Vampire Flower back to where she came from. I swear. She gets collapsed.
Like,
oh yeah, Scuba. It's not even funny. The encounters with like any soldier, she just dies.
Scuba, you could hit direct and splash and still kill her, even if she's healing.
Yeah.
So,
and then it's like, oh my, I don't know, and don't get me started when we start talking about SB or freaking All-Star versus the character. Hell, even like literally any class, like Scientist gets in the face of this character, dead. Like, it doesn't matter. Every class kills this character instantly. and there's just nothing that she can do. She has no way of just like out DPSing or just out, competing with another character either by survival or just anything. She can't do anything. She's not good at her role at all. I'm just gonna put her here. Like, oh my gosh, she does fucking worse DPS than BBQ. Oh my fucking gosh. Okay, let's look at Rose.
Ori.
It's not too far off.
Like Reg
Party
Rose,
Rose.
8 DPS.
She's going. Yeah, Vampire Flower almost hits freaking Rose territory in terms of DPS. Almost. No, I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not that far off. That's scary.
Move on to Stuffy. Stuffy is a direct upgrade of the Red Flower and even Shadow Flower. Her DPS is really
Her
good.
gimmick is actually pretty good. If you want
Her
to like,
gimmick is
if you're getting
alright,
lots of
yeah.
Her gimmick is good if you're doing a lot of DPS, but if your team sticks with you, then it could be helpful for healing your team.
Yeah, there's the giant buffer Stuffy. Oh my gosh, I remember telling Noah Man about this when it first came out. Oh man,
It was not a good idea, that's for sure.
yeah, that was fucking dude, and they kept on buffing her afterwards. Oh my god.
No, they finally nerfed.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that goes up, yeah.
Jesus.
They nerfed her after that.
A5, the A5.5. I think it was February the only patch it was in. Yeah, it was like they nerfed it a month like.
A month after.
Damn. They nerfed it a month after because it was just that good. It was just that good.
From 8 to 6, yeah, that's a huge nerf from range. Seriously, back to 6. Damn. Pretty sure Sunflower does like 8 at that range. Then, oh, wow, that's yeah. She still is really good. She's still really good.
Alright, let's get on with this.
All right, here's Cacti. All right, so Red Cactus.
F requires aim.
Shut up. Shut up.
I zero extrusion.
High A, low
Top
S.
Top A.
She is insane.
Top A.
She is
Top
pretty
A.
good.
Yeah. Top A.
No damage fault whatsoever, thank God. Like,
I'm zero.
thank God.
Okay,
Requires aim. Yeah.
Fuck.
Requires aim.
Need help.
Top, like whatever the top of A. There you go.
She's a lot better than maybe not a lot, but she is better than Iron Citron. Iron Citron is just falling off.
He is falling
Fire
off.
Cactus. Okay.
Fire Cactus isn't horrible, despite the damage fall off. She's not
A
horrible.
sniper has damage drop off.
Okay, we'll talk about Power Cactus soon. Shut the hell up. Alright, Fire Cactus. Well.
D.
Yes. No.
Drop off.
Drop off?
Maybe
Really?
bottom.
It's a
Maybe
fire.
mid.
It's not
Sniper.
that much different because of the fire.
It's fucking. It's honestly just retarded that it even has drop off. It shouldn't have it.
Look at Reg Cactus DPS. Funny.
What? Bandit Cactus doesn't have a fall. What?
Nope. A fire
Oh.
cactus,
Oh
an
my.
ice cactus, duh.
What the fuck is that? Why?
And Jade Cactus.
Dude, dude,
And
what's
power.
what's the point? Why would you do
100
that?
meters. I don't think
Wow,
everyone knows
look.
that.
Oh my gosh, look, Petrified's.
I didn't even know that.
Wait, what? Oh
I
my.
think I think 100 meters in game is like the length of like it's like the entire length of most maps, so you're never gonna notice that. The fuck? Why is that there? 100 meters.
No, what do you mean, like turf maps? Because that is no way it's turf maps.
That's like this. You know the bridge on like.
I think that the bridge
Zombopolis?
versus second plan.
Yeah.
It's probably around like maybe
That bridge.
it's more than 50.
Yeah, I know it's not something you're gonna notice,
It's probably
but
from.
it's definitely
all
not
the way
across.
from, like,
It's
the
definitely
top.
not.
It's probably from like teleporter on the bridge, like that alley, all the way to like the high ground behind the objective. second point.
Probably something like that. I mean, it is noticeable with Power Cactus. That's the thing. But
Mhm.
even then, yeah. What
30.
the fuck? Why is it?
What's the point of
100.
adding at that point?
Like, what? What would they try to go for with that?
Ice Cactus.
Ice Cactus. Okay,
B.
so
High C, low B. Not bad character.
Yeah, she's not
Freeze
bad.
In like 5
End of
4 or 5
B.
seconds.
I don't know how much of these cacti I want to put over iron. That's the thing. That's what I'm scared of.
I think all these
Ice
fall off
Cactus,
ones
you
need
gotta
to
put
be
in
lower.
B. You can't put Ice Cactus in there.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, I don't really have as much experience with ice cactus or many of the cacti compared to you guys.
fall off snipers. Should
Fall
probably
off
be
sniper.
a little bit.
Fall off snipers, not matter, Jacob.
Probably be a bit lower.
No.
No,
No,
like B.
middle height would be. I'd put it
I would put her right here. I'll put her right here.
Yeah.
Better than Chomp.
And Fire Cactus is probably
Oh.
below Citron's. Fire Cactus.
All right, Power
I don't
Cactus.
think Fire Cactus is not fire. I don't think Fire Cactus is better.
Okay, I don't know if she's better than
Corn.
Reg Corn. Okay, all right, hold on.
Alright. Go
No,
like,
put Fire Cactus bottom A. How about that?
I don't know if I want to
Fire
compare.
Cactus
I don't
put
know.
next to her.
Wait, are you talking about
better
Fire
than
Cactus?
two Sunflower.
Are you talking about Fire Cactus? Put it in
Fire
the.
Cactus next to Fire Chomper.
I don't know if I want to compare a macro chomper to Fire Cactus. I don't know.
No, Wood Ice. Yeah, there we go.
I
Easy.
would like. Would you put Fire Cactus above Fire Sunflower?
No.
Fire
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hang on. I want to go to Shark's Open real quick.
Let me put
I'm
that
just
there.
curious.
I'll just put it over there. I don't
I'm
feel
just
like
looking
Power
curious.
Cactus. Power Cactus is good DPS. I like
Very
Power Cactus
solid.
A lot.
I would.
No, not all the way up there. Probably.
Really?
Right
You don't
above
think
Fire.
you don't think she's better than Red Cactus? Really?
No.
Right
She's
next.
good,
I was thinking
though.
right next to Reg Cactus.
She's
but,
good.
I don't think she's that good. I mean, maybe. Like, I play her less of a sniper. I play her more mid-range.
That looks
It's her
good.
DPS. It's pretty good, actually.
Alright, future. What the fuck is this character? This is like the plasma pea of freaking of cacti. Like
Right up to
Yeah.
S. There we go.
what? Where were they thinking with this character, dude?
Especially with how they're
I
basically
can
like
do over
the
100
anti-imp.
damage with my
If you
primary.
can.
So, at least PopCap had the decency to make the charge shot cost more ammo.
Yeah, for this one, yeah.
That's the only reason why it's not with Plasma P.
Now she does for no charges kind of suffer what I like to call wizard syndrome, or if you freaking shoot too fast, apparently you shoot slower than if you were to rather time it. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that because she can do so much DPS.
Yeah, you have to like time your RTs like right after the refresh is done. You can like spam RT. It won't work.
She one-shots the scientists with freaking. She one-shot scientists with freaking damage upgrade. I mean, what could I say? She one-shots imps for free. Like she literally eats them for breakfast, and then it's just sad. And of course, like SBs just absolutely fucking probably hate this character with a burning passion. And here we go to a character that a lot of people would just put this character in F tier and then just move on. But we're not doing that here
Waffle
because
shit.
no, I played this character ever since Garden Warfare 1, and I fucking adore this character. This character is not bad, even though she did receive some nerfs in this game. She's not able to get 6 damage in this 6 ammo in this game. She has a 4 second reload, but the fact that she can 2-shot a majority of the cast is still something that is just unprecedented with a lot of characters. A lot of soldier. She is such a like. I think I like to say that she's like a really huge breakthrough as a character.
Let me
Let's
say
just
something.
pretend they didn't nerf her at that one time.
Only counter to Deadbeard. Only counter to cannon.
Yeah, she counters cannon so good. if you can sneak up on cannons and sneak up on any like people that would usually like head glitch, this character can just sneak up and just fucking two-shot them instantly without them even knowing. This character, I've done this 1,000 times with cannon players that just salt switch because they're just that angry, and then I switch to this character and they just don't even know what hit them.
The TCK for soldiers and beard camo is the same time as the cooldown between your shots. Because once you shoot, they're already down to half health. It's not like it's hit scan. It's the one of the
basically hit scan almost.
It's almost hit scan.
Yeah. This character is just absolutely ridiculous, and I don't think she gets enough praise. A lot of characters, the thing is that people get so comfortable with like any other character in the game with their soldiers and whatnot because they get to range them. This character just kind of snaps them back into reality and just is able to two-shot them. If you have really good aim, and I mean really good aim and can hit consistent headshots, this character will just knock people out like instantly, especially if they're not focusing you. They will just not know what's happening, and this character is just so good. It makes people alert, even then, just so fucking good. I honestly, personally think that this character is better than Red Cactus. I seriously think this character is better than E-Citron. I think this character is she's just so good at dealing with majority of the cast. She suffers from dealing with some heavier characters, obviously, but she's still solid. She's still really good.
There was that one time where they nerfed her damage from 30 to 28, so that was fun.
Oh, good thing. Well, did they revert that? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So I guess
Guess what that made it so you couldn't do? Two-shot 125 characters. That was fun.
Probably for that short time, she was probably like the worst cactus.
She was hot
in the game. If
actually really bad. Yeah, it was just terrible.
If Camo wasn't able to two-shot 125, she would be the worst character in the game.
Yeah, she would be the worst. She would be so bad, dude. She already suffers.
It was.
She basically at that point in time, even with the damage upgrade, literally just became like herself right now if she didn't have any upgrades. That would just literally be her. Yeah, with upgrades
June.
Yeah, this character.
June 2016 to from June 2016 to July 2016, she was the worst character in the game.
Dude, they fucking revert that a month later, dude. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, a stuffy moment.
Yeah, it's a stuffy moment. So yeah, you're gonna need to accomplish the really good shit about what I just talked about with her. You're going to need, of course, the upgrades, and you need to put a lot of time and dedication with this character. Now, unlike Agent P, which is, you know, a make-believe, if you're good enough with this character, you might pop off, which, of course, he does have, you know, you can master him. This character is the true character when it comes to skill. I will say that indefinitely. This character, if you're looking for a real character for skill and stuff like that, and, you know, sniping, and you just hate soldiers, this is the character to go. You just need to put a lot of dedication to this character, and she's just fucking good. If you really want to, you can start in Garden Warfare 1, where it's much easier. Just play with her, and then work your way up to play Garden Warfare 2 with her, because she's a little weirder. She's a little weirder to hit in this game. She was easier to hit.
You have to get used to her.
Yeah, you have to get really used to her, and her aim is really weird.
I never did.
But yeah.
Also,
a lot of
one
people
thing,
don't.
beware, zombie hitboxes are absolutely horrible and stupid.
It's not. No. It's not the fucking dude. It's the animations that they made for these fucking characters.
Yeah.
They're so fucking weird. Like they made them too like exaggerated. See, if we ever make a BFN tier list, oh my gosh, like I hate hitting people as snipers in BFN. No idea how much I fucking hate it because especially Deadbeard's animations in BFN for sprinting is so atrocious. He literally bobs around. It's almost like some of the characters in that game were literally like made out of jello because like they don't seem like they have bones. They're like literally bobbing around and just like I don't know. And then fucking I don't know. Nightcap's ass like fucking goes all over the fucking place. Fucking forget about that.
So, a bandit. Fun fact about this character, it has no recoil.
Yeah. There's no recoil.
Damage.
No fault. Yeah, and
no
then
fall damage.
no fault. She's
And
probably
basically-
perfect accuracy, basically.
she's
I think.
the most
and-
oddball cactus I've ever seen.
I'm
Personally.
pretty sure it's his scan too. I'm gonna go check.
No, it's not. It's
Real
not. It's
hit
not.
character is
Dude,
Citron.
she still has the same projectile speed as like other cacti. That's so cringe.
This
850,
character is
oh,
slept on also.
close.
It's insane. People recognize
Hi,
that she's
B.
not a horrible. It's like Mystic, but not as cracked.
Hi guys, welcome to a 0x Fusion 0 video. This video is sponsored by Cyberpower UK. They make a lot of
And
awesome
EA.
PCs. Oh yeah, and EA. And because this is also a PVZ2 video, so I'm about to get 1 million views. All right, I'm putting Jade Cactus in #1. Oh, #1, baby. Now, Jade Cactus is the best character in the game. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Alright, give me put her an F. That'd be good. Alright. Go down to F, please. Thanks.
Put her in
F.
C.
All right, we're putting
F.
her in C.
Okay, maybe I'm doing a little too harsh. D?
Jacob, this would be you in our fucking tier list. This would be you. Oh wait, sorry, my bad. Sorry, I that's not. I'm Jacob.
There you go.
All right. Okay. It's a little exaggerated, but you get the point. Yeah, that's Jacob's way of balance of how characters would work out in this game. All right. Anyways, for real though, this character would go, better than.
Right there. Yeah, there.
Speed on
Yeah.
a cactus does not matter at all. Like, okay, if you're petrified, it matters. Like,
I know. I'll put her in
Jason,
low B. I'll put her in
but
low B. I'll be
Jade
generous.
is a sniper. She's a normal cactus. It does not matter whatsoever on her. You have a
Alright.
50 health, so you can survive against other snipers pretty well. You do decent damage. Right, you just really just mid overall.
Mm-hmm.
Move Petrified to the end of SS.
Oh wait, I accident. Wait, hold on. We can't talk about her yet. Let's talk about Zen Cactus. Yeah, Zen Cactus. All right.
It's a camo on red. I love this character. She's really good.
I don't know. I
I think
haven't
that's a
really
bit
seen enough
high.
potential in her. I don't think she's bad, but I think she's.
That's a little high. I mean, if it was like day one.
Day one? What was she like day one?
Okay.
Uh,
The thing
Holy
is, if you
fuck!
know,
Yeah.
What? That was her day one? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's fucking broken. Oh, now she's a little too much. Damn, she doesn't. I mean, she's so good. Don't get me wrong.
Alright, so Zen Cactus's gimmick is that each ammo you spend does more damage. Does 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 with damage upgrades. Does 22, 30, 30, 44, 55, 66. I'm pretty certain. No, wait, no. Does 20, 31, 42, no. I think the last one is 65. Alright? Yeah. So if you know your damage numbers, you could easily kill someone using the least ammo possible. And I always like just pre-firing 2 shots before I actually start shooting someone. So I get my 30, 40, 50, or I get my 40, 50, 60. That right there is 150 damage. That's insane. And then your next reload, 3 shots is 150 damage. You reload,
fuck.
which you have a pretty decent reload speed, right?
Oh my gosh, they're lower than most cacti. Yeah, they're lower than. I think it's. Yeah, it's the lowest of any cacti.
Yeah.
Yeah, reload time is
So
fucking
your
low.
last 3, so your full mag in total is like over 200.
Yeah, even with Alcor, the only characters that she gets beamed by is like Petrified and Cactus, Red Cactus, but barely so. I haven't really. I honestly, I'm happier for you to kind of explain that because I haven't really played her enough, and I know
Yeah,
she
you
has
should
potential.
try
I just
her.
don't know. Yeah, I'll want to try her next time. I'm gonna let the dogs out for this one. Jacob, why don't you just explain Petrified for me?
Alright. Alright, so we got a Deto that has more HP but is slower, which might sound like it might be worse than EP and Can. In some cases, yeah, it's worse, but in other cases with Iron Maiden, it's more of a defensive Deto than an offensive one like EP is. So it can with Iron Maiden, it can just block, barrel blast, impunt, tackles, stuff that EP can't do.
But EP jumps out of the way from them.
Just don't get hit by a long bomb. So which Petrified doesn't have an issue with because Iron Maiden, and it has potato mines and it has a drone if you're bad at if you're bad at aiming. Yeah. It also used to have 12 ammo at one point, which made it. But if you're good with your if you're good at aiming with a Deto, which doesn't take a lot of effort, it's not that big of an issue. So I will say its projectile speed being slower than Captain Can's does hurt a bit, but you can play around it a little bit.
Yeah, because she's a defensive Ditto, so like playing her own Gauntlet would be better. I could see that.
You can like defend points easier. You can like if you're getting bummed by a sunflower, it's basically your game over. Like you know, like you're gonna have to like triple or quadruple team
I think Trippa might be able to do it, depending on characters, obviously, but
if it's like a mystic flower bumming that thing, you're probably gonna need a bit more than 3 people.
good luck. Yeah. Oh, that sounds like such a cancer combo. Oh no.
Which is why I kind of avoid trying to play it, because I know how I've definitely seen the potential of this character. And the only way to really kill it is to like use scuba. You just target it.
I don't think Scuba's enough for that character. I really don't. He doesn't even.
No, Scuba doesn't do it.
The only counter that Petra really has is drones, and even then, it's still kind of iffy.
Yeah. I mean, Scuba deals drones decently.
It's a very hard character to kill, especially if it has support. The only way to really kill it is to have your entire team target it. That's basically the only way to kill it. Its projectiles are slower, so you can kind of time it. You can kind of time your shots better behind walls.
The only annoying thing is that the muzzle is like in a really weird spot, so a lot of the time I find I'm spinning.
It is kind of weird. Imps just die to it. Don't use
If
imp.
anyone
Yeah,
who's
don't
playing
play
muzzle-
fucking Imp. Never play Imp unless you're in ZMAC. Do not play Imp. If you see a Petrified, run away from it. It's like it literally becomes a game of Slender Man versus like the player. If you're an Imp and you see a Petrified, do not challenge a Petrified. For the love of God, the only thing you can do is prolong your death by gravity grenading it. But that's it.
The longer you go, the worse it's gonna be. Because
If it's
they're
being-
gonna hit every shot on you because it's detonation.
Even if it is being bummed by one of the worst sunflowers in the game, it's still going to live longer. Does mean that it will probably kill you, even if you're like an all-star. Which I wouldn't recommend using an all-star against a Petrified, since your abilities are just useless to Iron Maiden. And put in tackle, just put Iron Maiden up in his face and just does no damage.
Yeah, here are the roses. Alright. Here's the thing with roses, and I really do hate how overrated this class is, besides this character being underrated and this character being slightly overrated. Rose is not good. Even before, like, when she had 30 ammo, nowadays, like, she can't even kill, like, an all-star within a mag. This character is just not fucking good. The best case scenario for for Rose in general, because it does such lackluster damage, is just it's a noob killer. That's the best you're gonna get. It's a noob killer. People who had no idea about this game are gonna get clapped by roses. Any other point in time, if you know your character's role enough, and you know that this character doesn't do enough damage, you could just bum rush her to no ends. Even if she like stuns you and like goatifies you, you just keep on her. She can't hit you. Her homing only really works at mid range, and even then, you could just go to the nearest cover, which is probably less than 5 meters away from you, and just get behind that, and she can't do anything. Like, she can't stun you out of cover. She can't do any of that. That's the thing with many roses and why, especially, I think, once we talk about Druid, she's just not good. The only good roses are roses that are exempt from homing itself. Because, no amount of homing is going to make the character good. Horrible character. No. No.
Fire Rose, that one patch.
Nah, Fire Rose F. Druid Rose D.
Yeah.
Druid Rose next to Party Rose.
That's yeah, that
Fire
character.
Rose's a little bit higher, I'm gonna be honest. High C.
Dude, she can barely kill soldiers. She misses too many shots, even at mid-range, to kill soldiers. It's bad. She is bad.
I think you can do some, like what I was saying, I think with any character you can actually do pretty decent. I think you can do something. A little bit.
No, here's the thing. Anything outside of mid-range, it's just bad. She is just bad outside of mid-range in general. And just any sort of counter, literally anything, scuba, tank commander, any soldier just outranges this character so badly or just head glitching this character, ends her. She loses so many matchups. Even SB that's on her, like, on her ass constantly, just literally fucks her every single part of the way, and just nothing she can do.
In the ass.
Yes, in the ass, hard. Terrible character. Terrible class. I hate that class. Alright, Torchwood. Very good on, just like Petrified, very good on defense. Again, you can use matchups like frickin' Arctic Trooper and this character gets shut down unless you're using Leaf Shield, but if you have a healer, this character is literally like one of the dumbest fucking characters in the world, even after his primary nerf and slight, like, Smoldering Madness nerf, because, just being able to revive a 275 health character is like, what the fuck were they thinking? The abilities on this character are really good too. Blaze and Blast is like really fucking good still. It's the funny ability. I mean, SBs can kick you right out of it instantly, or really anything that does knockback can just deny it. But it's still really good if you can catch someone off guard. Very good for clearing people on point that are just being a nuisance. And then you have Blaze and Blast. It's really good at pushing, and it does a shit ton of DPS. It's infinite ammo, fire damage, faster fire rate.
You take some of the best abilities in the game.
It is one of the best abilities in game, and also you moves faster. So I mean, can even use it as a movement ability if you're doing absolutely nothing.
Low A or high B?
I think he's low A. I mean, okay, yeah. I think he's a little high.
I think put him low A. Put him low A.
I'll probably put him at. I like to put him at mid A, because if on defense, this guy is fucking. Oh my gosh, dude, he's a nuisance. He is good.
All right, put him there. That's fine. All right, so that is the plant ranked.
Yeah, a lot of plants are not really that good, but the good ones are. Oh man.
It's not really like mid. Like, I think the most mid plant is Jade Cactus.
Actually, no, I'm gonna put Iron under Corns. He still plays pretty decent, but he's not as good against, like, heavier characters, obviously.